Okay, good morning, grade 3. Today, for our social studies work, we're going to be learning a little bit about making adverts, so advertisements. And at the end of this week, you are going to produce your own advert. You are going to be the tourist agency for the Ukraine, and you are going to produce your own advert trying to convince people to visit Ukraine. So as we go through our PowerPoint today, I want you to think about little things that you're going to be able to add to your advert, special phrases that you'll be able to use to convince people to travel to Ukraine, and maybe some images that you can print from the internet that you'll use in your advert. Okay, so as we go through our PowerPoint, you can be taking notes or you can just be listening to see what you think you would be able to put into your advert. Okay, let's get started. So let's have a think about why we have adverts. So maybe if you're watching TV or if you're driving along the street, you'll see a billboard. That's one of those big signs that has a picture of something you might want to buy on it. Or if you're watching TV and there's an advert comes on and it's telling you about something new that's in the shops. Or if you're even on YouTube, sometimes adverts come up on YouTube as well. And adverts are there to try to convince you to buy something that maybe you don't really need or you haven't thought of before. Adverts are there to try and make you think, oh, maybe I do need that thing, or oh yeah, I'd really like to visit that place. So if you look at the little adverts on this slide, there are some things that you all know, like KFC, Nesquik, and Pringles. Probably you guys have all seen those things in the supermarket. They're products that you would want to buy. The other two images actually come from a government website. So the top one is Visit Abu Dhabi. So this is a picture that's trying to convince people to come to Abu Dhabi for their holidays. And since I'm from Scotland, I had to include the Visit Scotland one as well. So at the bottom, there's a picture of Edinburgh Castle, and it looks really amazing. And there's a little phrase on there that tries to convince you that you really need to visit Scotland. So adverts typically are there to try and get you to do something or buy something that you wouldn't normally have thought of before. So I think we can agree that the main reason for advertising, whether that be in a magazine or on the television or on the internet or when you're walking through the mall, there are adverts on screens around the mall or adverts in shop windows. The reason those adverts are there is to persuade someone to do something. So we are going to be persuading people. That means trying to convince them, trying to tell them it's a really good idea, it's something they need to do. We're trying to persuade them to visit Ukraine. So everyone, it might sound easy trying to persuade someone or convince someone to do something. I'm sure you've persuaded your mom to give you a cookie after dinner one day, or you've persuaded dad to let you play on your computer for a little longer. So trying to convince someone to do something sounds easy, but when you're doing an advert, you have to think really carefully about the things that you're going to tell them. So you need to have a hook. And a hook is something that's going to be a phrase or some words or an idea that really makes them think, wow, I want to know more about this. And you need to choose your vocabulary, that means your words, really carefully, because you want it to sound amazing and wonderful. So as we go through our PowerPoint, we're going to talk about some of the things that you should include in your advert when you are doing your Visit Ukraine advert this week. Okay, so let's look at some words and vocabulary that you might use in an advert. So we talked about having positive words, something that's going to stand out. It's going to make the person who's reading the advert or listening to the advert feel really good about making a choice. Okay, so we want them to choose to buy our product or do the thing we're trying to convince them of. So when you're doing your advert, I want you to think really carefully about some juicy words that you could throw into your advert to convince the watcher, the person who's watching your advert, to come to visit Ukraine. Okay, so it might be that you're talking about the Ukrainian food and you say it's delicious or mouth-watering, or you might be describing the landscape and say it's spectacular, or you might be talking about Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, and saying it's a really special, amazing place to visit. You might even use the word life-changing because you want to convince them that this trip is going to be the most amazing thing they've ever done. It's going to be life-changing. So, I would like you to pause the PowerPoint and I would like you to write down 5 juicy words that you are going to try to use in your advert this week. Think about all the things you know about Ukraine, the beautiful landscape, the yummy food, the places that you can visit, all of the amazing landmarks that are in Ukraine, the history of Ukraine, the family ethic that is in Ukraine, so it's friendly and warm and inviting. I want you to think of some amazing juicy words that you're going to include in your advert. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go at doing that. Okay, now that you've thought of some juicy words, some wow words to include in your advert, here's something else you might want to consider. So when you are talking about Ukraine, you've already seen some videos this week of people that have visited there. Maybe you will want to use a celebrity to endorse Ukraine. So that's a celebrity who's going to say, yeah, that was amazing in the Ukraine. I loved it there. This was my favorite thing. When you have a famous person say that they have been to Ukraine, it might make other people want to visit there too. So maybe your celebrity you'll include in your advert is Robin or Mr. Shaw. Or it might be that you choose a real celebrity and you say, John Cena visited Ukraine and absolutely loved it there. You can decide to include a celebrity endorsement in your advert. If you'd like to do that, pause the video now and write down some ideas that you can use in your advert. If not, that's okay. You can find different ways to persuade someone to visit Ukraine. Okay, grade 3. So another thing you might want to include in your advert is a promise. So something like, once you visit Ukraine, you'll never travel anywhere else. Or, visiting Ukraine will change your life. Okay? So think about a promise that you could make in your advert to try to convince people that Ukraine is the next place that they're going to travel on their holidays. Now the next thing that you might want to include in your advert is some images or pictures, something that is going to catch the watcher's attention. Okay? So you know that phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So something that you might have to explain and explain and explain could actually just be shown in a picture and it will make people want to visit the Ukraine. So when we were doing our Ukraine work last week, you guys had some really awesome illustrations of the different landscapes of Ukraine. So perhaps in your advert, you might want to have one of your illustrations, or you might want to print some pictures from the internet, or you might want to have another device where you're showing a little picture of something that is amazing in the Ukraine. Now you've had lots of videos to watch this week. One of them was actually the Ukrainian government advert. So maybe you want to choose some of the images from that, of the landmarks or the landscape around Ukraine that will convince people to want to visit. Another technique that is often used in adverts is giving the person who's watching the advert or reading the advert a special offer. So, I want you to think, what kind of special offer could you give for Ukraine? Maybe it's money off your flights when you travel to Ukraine. Or maybe it's buy one get one free on dinner vouchers when you travel to Ukraine. So maybe in your advert you want to include a special offer for people who decide to travel to Ukraine. Finally, I want you to have a little think about the words that you use when you're speaking in your advert. So, in adverts, they often use bossy verbs. So things like, visit this amazing beach, explore Kiev, enjoy Ukrainian cuisine, things like that. So think about some verbs that will go at the start of some of your sentences when you are speaking in your advert to make people feel like they have to visit the Ukraine. Okay, grade 3, you've had a whistle-stop tour of advertising, and now that we've come to the end of all the information that we need to be able to make our advert, I'm going to tell you about your task for this week. So you're going to use all of your knowledge about the Ukraine, about the amazing landscape, about the agriculture, about the amazing food that they have, about the places you can visit, about the quality of life there, about what's important like family and friendship and celebration. And you are going to use all of that knowledge that you have acquired over the last week and some of the information that has been in the videos that I've shared with you this week, and you're going to put all of that together to come up with an advert to try and convince your teacher to book a trip to the Ukraine. So you have this week to prepare your script, so that's like the words that you want to say in your advert. You have some time to create illustrations or print images from the internet. Maybe you're going to have a costume. Maybe you'll have props for your advert. And then, by the end of the week, you are going to film your advert and share it as part of your assessment for your Ukraine learning. Okay? So, you are going to put as much information in as you can, and you're going to think about all of the things that we talked about that are important in an advert. So you're going to think about your bossy verbs. Maybe you'll have a special offer. Maybe you'll have images that will capture the person's attention. Maybe you will have some questions like, why do you want to visit the Ukraine? Maybe you'll have a celebrity endorsement. Maybe you'll interview someone in your family and pretend they're a celebrity. Or you can just think about how your vocabulary will convince someone to want to visit the Ukraine. So all of those things are super important, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to include in your advert to make it a success. So we're going to use these adverts to try to convince your teacher that that's the next trip that they should take. Maybe she'll even take you with her, so maybe it will be like a grade 3 field trip to Ukraine. Wouldn't that be cool? I think we'd take a lot of convincing of Miss Robin, so our videos would have to be pretty awesome. So at the end of the week, you're going to submit your advert on how to travel or why to travel to Ukraine. Okay, boys and girls, good luck. I'm so excited to see what you come up with, and I'm excited to learn more about the Ukraine from you. Okay, take care, have a great week, work super hard, and come up with some great adverts.